Let's take a look at this problem and see what's going on. So I was only asked about the second part of the problem, and so I'm gonna try to demonstrate how I do it. So it wants the difference quotient of this function, right? So it wants f of x plus h. Well, we already have this part. The person that asked me already had this part, so that's fine. So we need f of x plus h to the fourth minus the original function divided by h. Okay, now we want to subtract off anything that doesn't have to do with h away. Here's the issue, and there's always an issue, right? It's the 4x to the fourth is trapped inside the parentheses, which means I think I'm going to have to expand this to be able to get rid of that. And x to the fourth is a lot. Like x plus h squared is not that big a deal, but to the fourth, it's kind of a lot. So here's a trick that I use if we get kind of further out, like to the fourth, fifth, sixth. So this is a trick that I do sometimes. It's called Pascal's triangle, and it's pretty cool. It tells you the coefficients of the terms. So all I have to do is make my triangle and then add the in between. So you start with one and then one, one, and then you add those two together, you get two, and you always get one on the outside. One, these would give me three, these would give me three, and I always have one on the outside. And here's where we are. So 4, 6, 4, and 1. Okay, so those are the coefficients I need to expand this. You don't have to use this technique if you don't want to, but it's helped me over the years, so you're welcome to it. Okay, so I still have the 4 out here, but now I know what this looks like. It's going to be x to the fourth plus 4x to the third. That 4 is coming from here. H plus 6x squared h squared plus 4x cubed. Nope, not cubed. That's a lie. H cubed plus h to the fourth. And then we're trying to subtract away the original function over h. Sadly, I don't. My dog is snoring right underneath me, and you probably can't hear me because of the I got my good microphone and it's compressing the sound, but it's kind of funny. I'm listening to my dog snore right now. Um, anyway, so now I can get rid of the original function. I have 4x to the fourth, 4x to the fourth. So that term goes away. The whole point of this is to get rid of the h on the denominator. Next week, we're going to let it go to 0. So that's fine. What I need to do is I need to pull an h out of all of these terms, and I need to distribute the 4. Okay, but that first term's gone, so that's fine. So I'm going to take an h out, and I'm going to distribute the 4. So 4 times 4 is 16, x to the third, and I took the h out. 4 times 6 is 24, x squared, I took an h out. 4 times 4 is 16, I took an h out, so now I have squared. And plus 4, and I took one h out, so that's still cubed. Let's see if I agree with myself. X cubed, take the h out. 4 times 4 is 16, that looks good. 4 times 6 is 24, x squared. H, yep. 4 times 4 is 16, x, h squared, yep. And 4 times 1 is 4. So that should be right. And then the h reduces, and what's left should be the answer. 16x cubed plus 24x squared h plus 16xh squared plus 4h cubed. Yeah, that works. Okay. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next time.